All right. What is good, Pisces? Welcome to your spiritual tarot reading. I'm going to be taking a look at your past, your current energies, advice, somebody you could be dealing with, what's going on for the rest of this month and maybe possibly October. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. How does that work? This means that roles can be reversed. So I could be picking up on an ex's reading, a current lover's reading, a boss's reading, your best friend's reading, etc. So make sure that you're checking for your Venus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter signs. So during your meditation, Pisces, of course, I always write my stuff down. During your meditation, I saw you when you were walking through the woods, but you were not like in your body. It was like it was just your soul or it was just your spirit in some type of way. And it was quite dark, like a shadow, but on the outside emulated this like almost like this crystallized diamond light. And then I kept hearing bringer of light. Okay. So maybe you can be a lot of hope for people. Maybe you feel like a lot of the times people lean on you when they're going through things. Pisces are very empathetic people, very sympathetic people, they're very intuitive people. The 12th house is a Piscean house, and it's all about the collective and all of us as one. Okay. So, Pisces is very much about that most of the times. And while you were traveling through these woods, you had on this cloak. And I saw like all these like little beasts and like these vampire-esque type of things creeping around in the woods, almost as if they were looking for you and you were holding a sword in your hand. You were also wearing a cloak over yourself, almost as if you were trying to hide the light that was actually emulating from you. Um, then I heard 9 3/4 platform, nine and 3/4, like from Harry Potter. So I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan, if that's maybe a comfort movie for some of you, if there's a character in there you really resonate with. But also, nines are Mars energy. Nine represents Mars. Maybe you're a life path number nine. Maybe you have Aries or Scorpio placement somewhere because Mars is the ruler of those two signs. A life path number nine is all about, I have been through numbers 1 through 8. I have all the wisdom that I need to share. So I'm hearing bringer of light again. So maybe light can represent a lot of different things. Light can come in many different forms, whether that's through love, romantic or otherwise, or whether that is, hello, Beverly. Hey guys. Whether that is through knowledge, whatever the case is. Now, I also saw a white unicorn that was following you, almost like protection in some way. Now, unicorns, it was a white unicorn. Unicorns are a representation of purity, of innocence, and also divinity and magic. And a cloak is what you were wearing. It made me think of the Hermit card. So, for some of you, you have a very strong Virgo placement. I'd take a look at where that is in your chart. And for others of you, you're dealing with a Virgo. Okay. And cloaks also talk about journeys that you're needing to take. And also, it's about self awareness. The Hermit is about self awareness, it's about finding that hope, finding that light. And the Hermit, what's kind of interesting about this is that the Hermit, he's searching for that light, right? He's like searching for that, the bringer of light. He's searching for that light, he's searching for that hope, and he has that cloak on. But you guys know that little lantern that he's holding, he actually holds the light in his hand. It's actually within him, which is kind of bringing me back to that light that you're emulating in the meditation. And also, cloaks are about hiding and covering up. And for some of you, I'm not going to lie, and please, trigger warning. Okay. This is obviously not for all of you. But for some of you, because unicorns represent purity and they represent innocence, and because cloaks can talk about hiding, and then I saw these vampires in the woods kind of looking for you. For some of you, you have went through some type of sexual assault in your life. Is kind of what I was getting from that. Okay. You could still be dealing with a lot of trauma from that. Obviously, seek out a therapist, not always tarot. Okay. And I've certainly been there, so I get it. Okay. Just trigger warning. So it could be coming up as that. Okay. Or maybe somebody that has been through something like that as well, and maybe trying to now hide yourself or feeling like you have to cover up because of what society tells you, because of, you look what you were wearing, or, for some of you, okay, that's what it could be. For others of you, you could feel like you have a very bright light to share, and maybe some people are jealous of it, or you could feel like people are trying to take something from you as well, is kind of what I was getting. Take your purity, take your innocence, or take that light that you emulate. Okay. Hello, Seth. Hello, Kismet. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Giggle. Hello, Beverly. Hello, Rick. Hello, Blue. Good to see all of you as per usual. Hello, Sage. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So that was my meditation that I got for you guys. Hello, Malibu. Let's go ahead and get started, okay? Hi, Sandy. The Empress in your current energy. So this is the divine feminine, going back to the white unicorn, divinity, femininity, creating something, birthing something that you have created, being in your power. The Two of Wands for your challenge, very much needing courage at this time, maybe needing courage to take off that cloak a little bit. Don't be afraid of the light, is what I heard, which is not how I talk. You have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse for the recent past, just kind of bored, kind of tired of the same old, maybe wanting something new. Now, this was in the past. Ten of Swords in the near future. This to me, I'm not getting anything necessarily bad from this. I'm just getting like a need to take off that cloak, or a need to kind of, drop the sword a little bit, or, put it in, what is it, a sheath, sheath your sword, if you will. Just feel like that talks about evolution. The Tower. Oh, and also, excuse me, sorry, with the 9 3/4 that I was getting, like I said, nines represent Mars, which is the god of war. Some of you may have an exalted Mars placement, Mars and Capricorn. For others of you, just have Aries and Scorpio placements, but nines are almost to completion, right? So like the Nine of Wands, Moon and Sagittarius, the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. The Nine of Cups, Jupiter and Pisces. For some of you, you have Jupiter and Pisces, and the Nine of Swords. I can't remember which one that is, so forgive me. I think it's something in Gemini. But you could feel like you've been at war for a really long time. Now, with the 3/4 there, that's almost to a 10. So 9 3/4 is almost to a 10. So I feel like you're on your way to completing something. That's kind of what I meant to tell you earlier, but I got wrapped up in the Mars. The Tower in reverse, speaking of Mars, the Tower in reverse is what's going on in your mind. So maybe you feel like you've been holding on to some chaos in your life for too long. Maybe feeling like or thinking that you're needing to avoid something. I feel like you don't need to avoid something, Pisces. I feel like you just need to kind of walk through it, uncloak yourself, and walk through it when the time is right. The Knight of Cups in reverse for what's going on in your subconscious. Maybe an inability to express emotion at this time, but you do have the Empress in your current energy. There may be a little, you may be a little inhibited to express your emotions, especially with that cloak I saw in the meditation, almost a need to hide like a certain part of yourself. A lot of the times, when we hide parts of ourselves, it's either because we're ashamed of them, or we're afraid somebody's going to prey on that, very delicate part of ourselves. Your advice, the Queen of Cups. So, sheath your sword, put your sword down a little bit, allowing yourself to get in touch with your emotions and being receptive to the goodness that's around you. The Seven of Cups for somebody that you could be dealing with. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra here. I also have Scorpio and Aries as well, and Venus and Scorpio as well. So Seven of Cups, this could be somebody who's kind of delusional, or this could be somebody who has a lot of options in love, possibly, if we're going to look, at the superficial aspect of it. Seven of Cups, like I said, is also Venus and Scorpio. So it's a very deep, very intense loyalty, very strong love, very strong emotions. Six of Wands for your hopes and or fears, wanting success, wanting recognition for your efforts for a lot of you. The King of Pentacles in reverse for your near future. Be careful of an earth sign specifically, maybe, or just somebody that may be trying to use you in some way in the future. And maybe that's why you have the cloak here. And the Ace of Cups, like I said, needing to uncloak yourself a little bit. Does that mean that you can't have healthy boundaries? No, but I feel like you have a very bright light to share. And I don't want you to cloak yourself constantly, or feel like you need to dim your own shine or hide yourself away from the world because of the people that have hurt you, okay, and tried to take from you. Nobody can take your light, okay? Nobody can take your light. It's yours. It's not theirs. All right, so let's see. Hey, Elsie. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Empress, Pisces. Tell me about this Empress energy. Okay, I feel like it's asking me to, and then there's the 9. The 9 of Swords, the Page of Wands. Like I said, I was seeing that 9 here. I was seeing that 9 here in my meditation. Like I said, 9 is a Mars number, just like 8 is a Saturnian number. Okay. Like I said, with that 9 3/4, it's interesting because we have the 9 of Swords and the Page of Wands. There's the High Priestess. There's you. So, you know, we have the 9 of Swords here and then we have the 10 of Swords here. I'm very much getting 9 3/4 again, because I feel like you're almost to a completion here. There could be a little bit of apprehension or nervousness to kind of start somewhere, to kind of start something new. Maybe even a little bit of a lack of confidence here within yourself. I feel like your intuition is incredibly on point right now, but I feel like sometimes you guys are too much up here. You have something that you need to create, something that you maybe have already created and need to bring out to the world. Once again, I'm getting this sense of you needing to uncloak yourself or uncloaking some type of gift, talent, skill, ability that you have. You know, the Empress does not chase. Things usually just come to her. She's very receptive to things, but she creates in her own space. So for some of you, you're needing your own space to kind of get away from the world and create something that's important to you. Temperance, 5 of Pentacles, a need to create peace within yourself, I'm feeling. And look, with that 5 of Pentacles, it's interesting. It kind of reminds me of the meditation that I was having with you walking in the woods, cloaking yourself, etc. I'm getting on that 5 of Pentacles with these little foxes and these dragons and these deers that are traveling together. I feel like you have more friends than you know. I feel like you have people that want to see you succeed. It almost feels like you can't see it right now, but you will. The 2 of Wands for your challenge. The Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. So this is once again talking about, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is about planting a seed, growing it into the 10 of Pentacles, which is actually right here. And it seems like once you actually finally decide to uncloak yourself and make that decision and birth that creation, the Empress, again, you may end up getting a lot of money from whatever that is. And here's the Star here. Here's the 3 of Swords behind that. For some of you, you're very concerned. You may feel like you don't have support at this time. I feel like you're wrong. I feel like you're wrong. And excuse me, what's interesting is I was talking about the Hermit earlier, and on the Hermit card, right, he's searching for that light, he's searching for that hope, etc., not realizing he has it in his lantern the entire time. Well, the Star is actually what is inside of the Hermit's lamp. Okay, a little knowledge there for you, a little tarot knowledge. So I feel like there's something that you have, a light that you have, and I feel like a lot of it has been maybe, or you feel like a lot of it has been dimmed because of some type of pain that you've gone through, whether that was sexual abuse or whether that was just people hurting you. You know, we've all been hurt, etc. But I feel like once you finally allow yourself to uncloak you and kind of sheath your sword a little bit and know that it's okay, know that something is okay. I'm not saying like anything that you've been through or what people have done to you is okay, but being okay with the experience and being able to create from that place, I feel like is going to do you a lot of good. You have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse for the recent past. I love when that happens. Let's see. All right, so wanted to give me the 2 of Pentacles, the Hangman in reverse. Can I have one more? Friends in strange places is what I heard. You may have friends in strange places. I'm getting, and there's that Jupiter, there's the 9 again. If we get all the 9s here, I'm just going to crap my pants. But we have the 9, another 9. So the 9 of Cups again, 9 3/4, I keep hearing. And then we have the 9 of Wands. There's something here for you, Pisces. I think that here with that 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, the Hangman in reverse, the 9 of Cups, it almost feels like you made a lot of sacrifices for something that you thought that you really wanted, and it ended up not being that at all. I think that you went through a lot of emotional turmoil here in the past. Maybe you started something new. Maybe you were very much fighting for it. I'm just getting that Mars energy. You may have felt like you made a lot of sacrifices in the past for a dream or for something that you wanted, but complacent. I heard complacent. You may have felt like you got too comfortable, or think something was just temporary. Like, okay, I started this job. Okay, it was fun while it lasted. It got me a paycheck, etc. But there's more out there. This is just something I'm doing right now. I have to do what I need to do in order to do what I want later. So, sometimes you have to work that 9 to 5 job to be able to pay your student loans, to be able to go to college, or you know what I'm saying? So there's something to be said about that. Sacrifices that maybe you needed to make. The Tower. I feel like something was just boring to you, run its course. The Tower in reverse. The King of Cups, the 6 of Cups. The Justice, the Judgment. You're having a hard time letting someone go, specifically, Pisces. I feel like you don't want to lose this person. You may already have, or they may have lost you, possibly. Now, for some of you, you haven't lost this person at all. You're just afraid of losing them. This is somebody you think about often. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Also have Libra here. A lot of water energy going on. A lot of love on your mind, which is kind of interesting for the Cups to be on your mind. But what's interesting is that it's correlating with this Tower energy, which is such a harsh energy. The Tower is about war and, can sometimes incite a lot of fear around love. Like I said, I feel like you've been emotionally hurt quite a bit. You're revisiting some things in your head with that Judgment and that 6 of Cups. It's like thinking about the past, thinking about somebody even in your current life here who you very much love, wanting to find balance here. 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands. I heard, do you hear me? 8 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. It's almost like you want somebody to notice you in the way that you see them, or in the way that you notice them, Pisces. You could be very much in love with whoever this is. You may have felt like there was something karmically linked to this person being on your path. I say that because the Justice talks about karma a lot of the times, and the Judgment talks about waking up to your path. And you may feel like this person was meant to be on your path for some reason, as if they either helped you avoid something, or it's like somebody that you just don't want to lose. But it almost feels like some type of karmic link between you and this person, or at least that's what you're thinking about. I kind of want to go to this Knight of Cups in reverse first before I go to that 10 of Swords. So tell me about that Knight of Cups in reverse, for what's going on in the subconscious of Pisces. I don't need all of those. Get the hell out of here. Tell me about that Knight of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Uncloak yourself. This reminds me of somebody said, somebody told me once, they were like, you don't trust easily, but I feel like you want to trust. I feel like you just want a reason to trust. And I feel like that's kind of you, Pisces, wanting a reason to trust somebody. I do very much feel like somebody hurt you pretty harshly in the past, feeling like you maybe made a lot of sacrifices, got nowhere. The 3 of Cups. I'm not going to take that, but the 4 of Cups. Some type of disappointing energy here. Once again, I'm hearing, do you hear me? There's almost like this strong desire to want to communicate your needs, or wanting to come together either with a specific person, or just wanting to be able to be around like-minded individuals, or people that feel in the same way that you do. And what I mean is like in depth. So like I'm a Venus in Scorpio with Pluto in Scorpio, and they're both conjunct right on my descendant. So I tend to love a little bit more intensely than most people, and I love pretty hard. And so you also may feel like that's how you are, but you may feel like sometimes you have a hard time being able to relate to other people, or people not being able to relate to you when you're in depth. And what I'm getting again, it's almost like this hiding of emotion, this hiding of intensity of your emotions or your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, feeling like you almost need to cloak it, like whatever it is. Like there's like this need to cloak something because you're afraid of what somebody will think, or maybe somebody will think that you're crazy. Sometimes I feel like I have to hide my crazy from people because I feel things so intensely. So this may be something similar to you, but I feel like there's a very strong desire to want to express yourself in either a creative way, with friends, in a loving way. Tell me about that Ten of Swords. Tell me about that Ten of Swords for Pisces. The Two of Cups. I feel like you've been fighting this war within yourself for a very long time here. You have the Two of Wands again, which is showing up in your challenge. So, the Knight of Wands. So this is a very strong chance at evolution is what I'm feeling. Friends in strange places is what I'm hearing. You have the Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. So a 5 in tarot numerology talks about change. Okay. Even if you have to go through it, it may be uncomfortable, but understand that it also means that you're going to be okay. These two fives together, once again, talk about a completion of something. Platform 9 3/4 is what I'm getting again. There's a chance at evolution. I feel like with this Two of Cups and that Two of Wands, there's some type of decision here that's going to cause some type of freedom. So whatever this decision is that you decide, it's going to free you in some way. And you see this Knight of Wands with those wings. And I say free because these the 2 and 2 would equal like 4. I'm thinking like Four of Wands, which can kind of also talk about not just stability in the home, but can also talk about freeing yourself from something. I feel like that's going to happen once you kind of uncloak yourself and allow your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, or your light, to kind of shine through here. And I'm not saying drop your sword necessarily or give up on your sword. Just sheath it. Just put it away for now, until you need it, if that makes sense. So a need to kind of be open, be vulnerable, but still being able to have boundaries. I'm hearing Nine of Wands again. I heard I've been fighting my whole life. For some of you, you've been feeling like you've been fighting your whole life, and that's why you wear that metaphorical cloak. Tell me about that Queen of Cups for advice. Tell me about that Queen of Cups for advice. Wow, fives again. The Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Temperance, Seven of Swords, and the Universe. This is a card of completion again. 9 3/4 is what I'm getting. Once again, you're needing to create from your own space. Like I very much want you, Pisces, to create a space for yourself, whatever that may look like. I don't know. Maybe you want to put a meditation pillow in the corner of your house somewhere with like a nice plant and a little rug and some candles and some, or maybe create a desk space for yourself. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you need to have like a nice little bookshelf, and just creating a space that is essentially yours, a place where you can go, where you feel like you can just uncloak yourself, to sheath your sword, not be worried that these little vampires or these leeches are going to get you in some way. I'm not saying like you're super paranoid or anything like that, but there's something here where you're afraid to be your most authentic self, or there's something that's holding you back from that. There are people, like, for instance, there are people that I've hung around before. Uh, I really don't want you guys to think that I'm making this about my ego or about my own issues. The only way that I know how to help people is by sharing my own experiences and through my own things that I've been through. Okay. So this is the only reason why I'm saying it. It's the best way I know how to help people. So I used to hang around like this certain group of people, and they had a lot of insecurity issues, as we all do, of course, right? But it seemed like they could say or do anything, and it was hilarious and it was great. But the second that I said something or had my input, I was stupid, or they looked at me funny. And I felt like that came from a place of insecurity or jealousy or whatever, because I tended to get a lot of attention when we'd go places. And then, it ended up later that these people were talking behind my back and trying to make me look bad. And so, a lot of the times when I was around these people, I found myself being more quiet, being more inside of myself, being more softly spoken, not sharing my opinion as much, because they just made me feel stupid, which it wasn't really about me, right? It was about them. So there's this need to be able to create this space for yourself where you can be your most authentic self and be okay with that. And I do feel like you have friends in strange places, and I don't know why I keep getting that. I feel like you have somebody that maybe secretly supports you or that cares about you a lot. I heard 9 3/4 again. You're almost there, is what I'm getting. It's like you're almost there to getting something. I feel like with that 2 of Wands and that Knight of Wands, all you need is a little push, like the wind at your back, just a little bit of courage, and I feel like you'll get there. But there's something here that's keeping you from being able to close out this cycle and kind of being able to have the world in your hands a little bit. I'm seeing that white unicorn again, maybe needing to purify yourself in some way. I feel like the way you're going to be able to do that is by spending time alone, maybe even out in nature for some of you, with that woods manifestation that I got, or woods meditation that I got. You got the 7 of Cups for somebody that you could be dealing with. Can you tell me about that 7 of Cups for the person that Pisces is dealing with? Flash shuffle. I feel like you don't know. There's something you don't know. Speaking of manifestation, there's the Magician. Wow, this is really interesting. The 2 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. I got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I got Capricorn again, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini. These are all major arcanas here, except for the 7 of Cups. This may be a very powerful person to you. Now, what is this person's intent towards Pisces? All right, well, it gave me 2 cards, the Fool and the Lovers. Pisces, this could be somebody that is very in love with you or feels a very strong connection to you. Now, there's the Hermit right behind that. So Virgo energy again. This is somebody that is kind of a dreamer, a little bit of a dreamer. What's that Devil? The Hermit. This could be like a loner type, somebody who's a little bit of a loner here. Now, remember, Virgo is your polar opposite sign here. This could be somebody who may be a little bit different than you, but you have to remember that polar opposites are actually quite alike, kind of like Taurus and Scorpio, or Gemini and Sagittarius, right? So Gemini is about short distance travel and about communication and the details of learning and things like that. And Sagittarius is more broad. We're going to a different country. We're learning about international. We're learning like on a bigger range. It's more of a small scalpel, which is like Gemini, as opposed to like I don't know, a big axe or something, in regards to Sagittarius. So I hope that makes sense. So while they're different, they're actually quite alike. So I feel like this is somebody that you're kind of dealing with. It seems like they are becoming a lot more self-aware in regards to their own toxicities, their own issues. And with that Death there, they're making positive changes in their life. This is somebody who's also very, very talented, has a lot of gifts, skills, abilities. This could be somebody that maybe wants to make peace with you. This could be somebody who could even be avoiding you for some of you, or they could feel like you're avoiding them. But this seems like a very powerful person, a very transformative person. I mean, the Devil is Capricorn, which is Saturnian energy, and the Death card is Scorpio, which is Plutonian energy. These are both karmic planets. So there's something very strong here. This person could be going through a lot of karma, releasing a lot of karmic debt or actual debt. Actual financial debt for some of you. But this is somebody who feels a very strong connection to you as well. So I don't know who this is. I don't know what they want. You have the 6 of Wands for your hopes and or fears. Tell me about this. Listen, I'm trying to explain to you, Pisces. You have friends in strange places. These are all people. Okay, court cards usually in tarot represent people. King of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. You have people that want to see you succeed, and I told you that. And here's the 6 of Wands, which is about succeeding. It's about success, right? You got out of the 5 of Wands, you got out of the fighting, the conflict, the battles, et cetera, the little wars within, the wars with other people. And now you're getting to the 6 of Wands, and there's going to be people I feel that are going to help you get there. I feel like you know that, or you're surrounded by people, or you maybe want more people in your life. You want to know the truth about someone or something as well, is what I'm feeling. But I feel like you got friends in strange places. I just keep getting that. King of Pentacles in reverse for the outcome. The Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the 10 of Wands. So there's the completion again, 9 3/4. You know, just be cautious, okay? When I tell you to uncloak yourself, absolutely you should, because you have a very bright light that you need to shine. I mean, in my meditation, it looked like diamonds. It looked like encrusted diamonds, like just, it was very beautiful. And you kept trying to hide it in my meditation. And I can see why. There may be somebody here who feels like you can free them or help them financially or get them out of financial debt, or even if they just use you for your status or for your energy in some type of way. But the problem is that this could be somebody who allows you to take on the weight in the connection, take on the weight in the relationship. Okay. I just want you to be cautious. I feel like this is how this is like the vampires that and the beasts or whatever that I was seeing in the meditation that you were trying to hide from. And I can understand why. And there's your light again with that sun and that Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like this is how somebody views you. And, you know, the Wheel of Fortune talks about abundance. It talks about, you know, expansion. Okay. It's Jupiterian energy. It's the higher benefic in astrology. And then we have the sun, which is the light. Okay. This person sees you maybe as a powerhouse. And I just want you to, it doesn't mean put your cloak back on. Okay. I don't want you to hide that beautiful light that you have, but just make sure that you are instilling proper boundaries with people. Like I said, you have some type of creation here with that Empress. And I feel like you need to not worry yourself. I feel like you're coming off as this like the energy that you emulate is like that light. It's the Empress energy. It's the divine feminine energy, whether you're a male or a female, but it's almost like you doubt yourself or you question yourself in regards to starting something. Why? I feel like you underestimate yourself a lot. Now you have the Ace of Cups here. Tell me about the theme. Advice for the theme of the reading. Tell me about that Ace of Cups. I heard you don't need to go to war. And then there's the Five of Wands, Ace of Wands, Page of Swords. So you may be, there's the Queen of Cups, which is in your advice, the Three of Wands, having the courage to uncloak yourself, having the courage to uncloak yourself and go after what it is that you want. You have two aces here, which is a hell yes in tarot. I feel like, you know, I feel like you've been through the ringer with people, with things that you've wanted, with things that you've attempted to go forth with. And I feel like you don't need to discourage yourself or question yourself because you have what it takes to do something. You have everything that you need. Sorry, my mom's trying to call me. You have everything that you need. You just got to get started. I promise you, you have everything that you need. You just need to uncloak yourself and trust. Trust that you're going to make it, okay? So, Pisces, it was a pleasure to read your cards. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, make sure that you visit www.BrattysTarot.com. If you enjoyed today's reading, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. If you want to follow me on my socials or you want to donate to the channel to keep it running, make sure that you look in the description box below. I am now going to answer super chat questions, okay? And then I'm going to get on out of here. Hold on. Let's see here. Let me just text my mom. All right. Damn, did I turn off the AC? Because it's pretty hot in here. Sorry, I'm not wearing a bra. I just didn't care today. Some girl got so upset. I was like, I was on a video like a few weeks ago or something. I was like, yeah, I didn't feel like wearing a bra today because I just don't care. And this girl was like, why do you feel the need to tell everybody that you're not wearing a bra? I was like, bitch, why do you feel the need to care? Like, why do you care if I am or not, or if I'm going to say it? Like, it's my channel. It's not yours. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, bitch. I tell y'all when I'm not wearing any pants. What makes y'all think I'm not going to tell you when I'm not wearing a bra, okay? All right, let's see here. Let me turn on this AC. Hold on one second. Kism and I are running from the hurricane. Bitch, what hurricane? There's a hurricane? Okay. Hurricane Ian is currently in Cuba and Florida. Bitch, this is how y'all know I'm a motherfucking hermit, bitch. I really live up to my sun sign because I don't know about shit that's going on in the world. You didn't even know about it till today. Nope. Sure didn't. The epitome of what self-absorption is. Thank you. All right. Just kidding. I'm just busy, bitch. Seth, you know what's going on, so. Neither did I. I'm dead. Okay. Oh, yes, Giggle. Very good. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's Dragon Blood Sage. Very good. NASA blew up an asteroid. Wow. I had no idea that, honestly. All right. Super chat answers. That is just sad that I didn't know any of that. Super chat answers. 2 more shuffles, please. They blew it up with what? Okay. A dart. Lori, bitch. Hey, Lori. By the way, happy belated. I love you. I don't know if you got my Instagram message. Assist in those things. Okay. All right, let's see. Well, I guess I don't need to do all that. Shelby Perez, may I get advice on what my career path has in store for me? I feel like you're going to be starting something new here, but I feel like it's going to get bigger than you thought it was going to be. And I say that because the Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, I feel like that's you. 7 of Wands, I feel like you're going to be having a new start here. And like I said, there could be a lot of competition, okay? But I feel like you're going to get it here. Yep, 10 of Wands. It's going to be a lot of weight to carry, and you're going to have to maintain it. But I feel like you're going to end up going for it. Like I said, it's going to be a lot. Knight of Wands, lots of fire energy going on here. This could be something of a creative nature as well. But you could kind of like, I'm almost getting like this, like blowing right through something, or almost like the Kool-Aid man, how he like, or the Juggernaut, how he just kind of busts through the brick walls. That's kind of what I'm getting with you. It's like starting out as this meek little Page of Cups, and then just blowing up with the 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So I feel as long as you have courage and you're willing to compete for a specific position or for something that you want, I feel like you're going to get it. SR, Hecaron is back. What he wants now. I'm dead. Oh my God, I remember you. I remember that guy. All right, what does he want? 9 of Pentacles. He's still focused on himself. He's just kind of going with things. Like, it seems like he's just going with it. He's like, hey, I'm here. You know, the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune is like, I'm going for it, but like, I don't know how it's going to go. And the 9 of Pentacles is more like, I don't want to say self-serving, but it's more so like about self. Okay. What are his true intentions with SR? Oh, he wants to talk to you, honey. 10 of Cups, Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords. He wants to get down to the bottom of something. He wants to tell you how sexy you are. He thinks that you're sexy as fuck. He may want to talk to you about a past relationship, a relationship he's currently in, or a relationship that he may want with you. Does he want a relationship with her? The Star, yes. I feel like he wants healing is what he wants. And I think that there's still hope, at least in his eyes. Giggle Glimmer. What the fuck is up with Aries I'm dealing with? What does he want? Ooh, the Devil, the 8 of Swords. This person may have mental problems. I'm not a psychologist. This is not a diagnosis, but the Devil mixed with the 8 of Swords. This is like somebody who's having a hard time making a choice because their addictions, their toxicities, their toxic mind frame, fears, self-sabotaging ways may be hindering them in some way. There's a decision he needs to make, but he doesn't know how to make it. What's the decision? Seven of Swords, whether to tell you something or not. Seven of Swords is like kind of being sneaky a little bit, kind of hiding something, which I don't like. What are his true intentions with Giggle? The Knight of Pentacles, he's trying to like take things slow. Be careful of your finances. I'm not saying he's using you for money, but just be careful of your finances. Dew or DEW. Yo, Bratty, how was your birthday ice cream cake? Well, I ended up getting a blizzard, but thank you. Hope you had a great day. Can you please ask Spirit what I can do about my rented living situation? Thanks. Okay. It's telling me that you're needing to, the King of Wands is about being bold, making the first move, going after something, being confident with that Hermit there, knowing who you are, being confident. Almost like I'm getting like the law of assumption, like assuming that something is already yours, but it's this need to like take action, be bold. You know, the King of Wands is entrepreneurial energy. So this is like, you know, I'm getting that song by Russ. I do it myself. So I don't know, maybe you resonate with that song. What else? The Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. Be careful with your expenditures. Be careful with your finances. You know, there could be some issues around finances as well. What do you want him to do about this? The Magician. The Six of Wands. So there's something that's in you that you already have the ability to manifest. You already have the ability to take action on it, and it could be very successful if you do it. Like I'm getting again with the entrepreneurial spirit with that King of Wands and the Hermit. Somebody who's very confident in who they are, very self-aware, and need to be very self-aware for some reason, but you're needing to make the first move or be bold and say that thing. You know, Hermit is also about mercurial energy. So it's about communication, not being afraid to speak your minds. Okay. Not being afraid to say what's on your mind, etc. Expressing your thoughts or whatever the case is here. There could be something that's already established in your life that ends up just kind of being disappointing. Like you're not really sure what to do about it as well. What's that 10 of Pentacles? Let me just see. The King of Pentacles could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This looks financial to me. This could be in regards to like a masculine figure in your life here. Somebody who just ends up being disappointing. Could be like a relationship, somebody you have an established bond with, could be business, something like this. But with this Pentacle energy, it's something to do with finances, okay? Could be somebody that's willing to help you here with something as well. Some masculine figure. Oh, Obsidian, happy birthday. Oh. Oh, yes, Obsidian. I love that. Okay. Marilyn, why hasn't DA returned any of my messages regarding the project I want to do with her? The Tower, the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. She may be starting something new elsewhere with that Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. What's that Five of Swords? You know, I feel like she kind of lied to you maybe about being invested. I feel like she's more so out for herself. She could be going through like a big realization or some very uncomfortable situations, big epiphanies, etc. with that tower there that's kind of fucking her up, whatever that means. I feel like she's starting something new elsewhere, like something online, like some seeds that she's planting. But it's like the Five of Swords next to the Seven of Pentacles is like, I wasted your time and I know it. Or somebody who is, you know, passive aggressively wasting your time. Sage, why is W being so silent and distant with me? The Hierophant and the Ten of Swords, he may feel like the two of you just do not see eye to eye on certain things, certain morals, values, or what you guys want in a relationship. With that Ten of Swords, he may feel like this is over. I hate to fucking say that. There could be a betrayal as well, so just be careful, all right? I hate to say that. I really hate to fucking say the shit like that. Just, you know, I'm not saying it's true, but there may be like something going on. Power of the P. Hi, gorgeous. May I have a couple of cards for what's coming in my love life? Okay, well, Five of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Not going to lie, you're going to kind of feel, you know, out of carrots, out of sticks. Not really sure where to reach. I feel like with that Three of Wands, you're kind of looking out, you know, in the online dating world, or it's like you're looking out to kind of see what your options are. You could run into a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here that you end up arguing with. Give me one more of this person's intentions. The Nine of Wands. This is somebody who's quite guarded. I feel like this could be somebody who's quite mentally stimulating and exciting, but I feel like their ego gets in the way. This person's ego, I feel, comes from their intelligence. Like this is somebody who's like a well, actually kind of person. You know, like those people where you like tell them a fact or tell them something. Like, so there was this guy, right? And I was like, it was my friend's son. And I was like, "Hey," he doesn't like me, right? And I was like, "Hey, it's really, nice to see you." I was like, "Wow, you look really tall." And he was like, "Actually, I'm shorter than all of the kids in my class." It's like, "Okay, like, well, that's great for you." Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a actually, like when you try and say a fact and somebody tries to kind of up the ante or like, I'll raise you 10, like this is kind of like this person. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of tension between you and this individual. you know but it might be spicy, you know what I'm saying? Like it might be spicy. I'm getting like Mars square Pluto energy. Mars square Pluto in synastry is a really fun relationship. I've had a couple of them where I've always been the Mars person, of course, but in Mars square Pluto, and you may end up having this with this person, but this Mars square Pluto synastry is where two people come together in a relationship and the Plutonian person is more low key manipulative, not right out. Like the Plutonian person will try to antagonize the Mars person, but they'll do it so subtle that it'll be hard to pick up on. And they're just waiting for a reaction from the Mars person. And the Mars person is the type to give them the reaction that Pluto so desperately seeks. And so it's kind of like Pluto wants to play chess, and Mars is like, all right, bitch, let's go out back right now because I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Pluto is more like the higher vibration of Mars, where Mars is just going to kick your ass, So there could be like something like that. Okay. Leisha, why is my Virgo silent right now? And what are his current thoughts and feelings for me? Why is he silent right now? Eight of Pentacles. He's busy working, gym, tan, laundry, working on his hobbies. I don't know, working with his work, his job, his career, something like that. This is more job energy because it's sixth house energy. What are his thoughts or feelings towards Leisha? The Three of Swords. He may feel like you're brokenhearted, or he may very well be. Okay. He may feel like there's some pain that somebody here is holding on to. All right, you guys, I'm getting out of here. Have a wonderful day. I'm gonna be back one later for Taurus and Libra, and I might end up. I know I'm a couple days late. I might do new moon in Libra, all signs. I wrote it down, but I don't know where the hell my shit is, so I don't know. We'll see. But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.